advertise to people that we're going to be here?
I did today.
And I apologize, I didn't.
Getting back in the flow. Oh, we're live already, I think.
Oh, hello. Well, we'll tell them the mistakes we made.
Everything is always working out for us, remember? I want to see. Okay, we are live. Wonderful. Okay, so hi, everyone. Thank you for that. Bearing with us as we have that little bit of an awkward introduction, but hello, this is your girl, Kelly Lunt, and
Bobbie G.
And we are here to channel for you guys today. Every Monday we come live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. BST time for all the people in the London time zone to help you guys more powerfully connect with your own spirit guides.
Except next week, Bobbie G won't be here because it's Memorial Day and I'm going to be otherwise engaged. But other than that, we will be here.
I'll put a note. I'll probably still be here, guys. So come on back next Monday too. And so with that, Bobbie has about 30 years of channeling experience. I have about 5 years of professional, but I've always been connected to spirit guides. And one of our favorite things to do is to channel for you guys to help you get into alignment, aka connected to your own spirit guides and source, so that you can hear the messages on your own. I know we work ourselves out of a job, but hey.
It's all good because we love being of service and helping people grow. It's all working out so perfectly. And you get to play with us.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, we do want to let you guys know about our more intimate way to grow your connection with your spirit guides. And that is, we have a 3-month mastermind that we both love doing. We come on there and we help. If you're ready to have your spiritual access to your spirit guide accelerated and connected now, not in 3 years studying the Himalayan mountains, but ready to activate that connection to your spirit guide now and really tune in and tap into your spiritual gift. So at the end of a 3-month journey with us, you're able to access it daily. You'll want to join our spiritual mastermind. I just linked to it in the comment section, and it's also in the description below the video. Everyone who has worked with us to date has been able to walk away saying that they can channel their spirit guide. Some of them visually do it. Some of them do it with feeling, some of them auto, some of them journal connect, but they're all able to connect to their spirit guide after the 3 months of working with us. So if that sounds like something that you're ready for, go ahead and join us. We keep it intimate. I think right now we have 2 people who are kind of finishing up their cohort, but we're going to open up the space for about, I think, 6 more, Bobbie?
We were going to shoot for 6 total, and then maybe we keep bouncing around, Kelly. The max we ever agreed to do was 10.
Okay.
And we decided that we wanted to bump it up to 6 to see how that works, because we want to make sure that everybody gets their individual attention and that spirit can work with each person individually to help them tap into their own unique gifts.
Yes, I thank you for that reminder. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be, we started with 2. We're opening it up to 6 now. So there's 4 more spots if you want to join on in and connect your spirit guide and be able to channel on your own in 3 months' time. At some point when we open up to 10, but for now, 4 spots left. Go ahead and claim that now. We will start June 1st. So get on in there, guys. I'll put the link in the comment area again. So if you want to join, there's more details on there and the sign up button's on there. Let's say hi to some people who are tuning in. We got Azteca from Canada in the house. We have Donna. Hi. We have Norma. We have Virgo Venus in the house joining us. You've been with us a couple of times. Appreciate your patronage. It's 10 a.m. in Canada. Sierra, Bobbie, my 2 favorite women. Norma's joining us from Mexico. Sierra, I Googled how to do this today. Awesome. Googled how to join us today. I'm so excited to have you here, especially if it's something you just learned how to do. Jessica Jackson's in the house. Butterfly, hello, how are you? Gypsy Panda saying hello. Gucci to Goats is here. Monique Solomon is back. Hello, welcome. Butterfly is saying she just finished Reiki level 2. Hopefully we'll reach my guide. All right. All right. So with that, guys, thank you for joining and tuning in. Bobbie, do you want me to do the first channel message or do you want to do it?
Yeah, why don't you do it first? I was first last time, so we'll trade off and be fair.
All right. All right. So, guys, how this typically works for those of you who happen to be new, we always kind of come in. We allow some time for people to come in, set the intention and the energy of the room. And then we channel source. We get a general message for the group to bump up your vibrations and so that you can get to that higher frequency to connect with your guides. We both tend to do a general message for that activation. And then we kind of deep dive with people in the chat room. So, with that, I invite everyone to allow yourself to slow down a little bit. Allowing yourself to call all of your energy back to you. Allowing yourself to get grounded and present in this center moment. All of your thoughts, all of your energy are coming back to you in the here and the now as you exhale out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Okay, so we would most like to speak to today is that many of you here and who will watch the replay, you are already powerfully connected to your spirit guide. There's just a little bit of, we'll word it two ways for you guys. There's a little bit of just of unawareness, if you'll let us go with that word, that it is from source that's connecting to you. Because how that works, your spiritual being coming down to a level of experience, there's a makeup of you that's spiritual and there's a makeup of you that's human. It is one. So that's why some people have this big expectation of it needs to be profound, it needs to be life-shattering, I need to have an out-of-body experience and travel into the ethers to know that it's my spirit guide. But that's the belief. We're going to call it a limiting belief right now, because although sometimes you do have that experience when you shift from a lower vibrational state to a higher vibrational state, we want to release that thought because you and source are one. Okay, there we go. A little bit of an energy shift there. The second part of that is on the human side, the answers come to you. And oftentimes you're like, no, it can't be that easy. No, I haven't put the time in yet. I can't possibly get a client yet. No, spirit, no, you don't understand. I have this baggage from my parents. That's why I'm not in a happy relationship right now. You're hearing the answers. You're hearing the one that is you, the part of you that is connected to source at all times. And you're telling it, no, it can't be that easy. Some of you will call this your ego. Some of you will you call it making it harder than it is. When you're in alignment, that feeling of human mode, spirit mode is often, should we say hard to miss, because you are already connected to it. It's kind of like, let us think of an analogy for you. Here's a good analogy that we think you guys will like. The movie Cinderella. Cinderella had a need. A fairy godmother came out of the skies and put on a big show, a big performance. Bippity boppity boop, built a carriage out of a pumpkin, shoes out of sand, frogs into humans, horses out of mice. That is oftentimes what users are saying. If I'm truly connected, it needs to be an experience like that. But what's the difference between that and living in a household where your mom and you go shopping for the prom dress, you get it hemmed and it's lying beautifully on your bed, and your friend comes over to do your makeup, and maybe your aunt has the perfect pair of sandals for you, and maybe your uncle offers to give you a ride to the prom. They both get you the end result. They both get you the beautiful gown, the time to be able to go to the ball. Just the modalities are a little bit different of how you get there. One is something that's so common in your everyday experience And the other one is this earth-shattering experience. The more that you guys will be open to allowing both ways to connect to source and to connect to your spirit guides, the easier that path will be for you. For the law of attraction followers listening to this, you know, step one, you do the ask. I'm ready to connect to my spirit guides more powerfully than I ever have before. Step two, the part of you that knows, your inner being, your internal spirit guide, sends off the vibrational ping to, all right, she's going to listen to me more now. Should we get her some third eye meditation? So we do da-da-da. Step two is the universe's job. Step three, you hear the answer. Whether it be a friend calling you and say, hey, try this meditation. Whether it be you just meditate. Okay, let me get quiet and meditate by myself. By saying it has to be the pumpkin turning into the carriage, that's you trying to do step two, the universe's job, where your job is ask, believe, receive. Receive the answers because you're already hearing them, and allow it to be easy. And with that, we're very curious and open to see what Bobbie and Gregory will have to add to that.
So we are going to, this is Gregory, piggyback on what Kelly was just talking about. Because as we channeled with Bobbie the other day, she's been very good about coming to us every day like she did in the beginning. The first 5 or 10 years, Bobbie was faithful every morning to sit down and connect with us. And that focus and ability allowed us to grow her and guide her and move her forward into all of this that she knew nothing of. Now, yesterday or the day before, we were doing some channeling to her about how all of this is working in her life as she releases her therapy business and moves into doing the Gregory full time. We've been doing it for 30 years, but now it's becoming the focus. And in order for that to happen, it needed for Bobbie to move into a new level that Kelly's talking about, where she asks for what she wants. She gets clear about what she's asking for, and then releases to the universe the job of bringing it forward. And what we were pointing out to her that we want you to hear is she had no way of knowing that Kelly was going to want to work with her. When she said, Gregory, I'm ready, bring it on. Within 2 weeks, Kelly was connecting with her. She had no way to know that Kim Coco was going to want to channel a book with her. She had no way to know that we're bringing another endeavor for Roger to move into, her husband, where he's going to get to do some of what he loves. She had no way of knowing that there were going to be 5 people show up yesterday to help move the office. All of these things that we're able to manifest with her, for her, only require her asking. And what we're up-leveling her to, that we want to piggyback on with what Kelly said, is noticing all of the ways that we line things up more profoundly and beautifully than she could ever have imaged. When the girl goes to the prom, if she doesn't notice that the dress is hemmed, if she doesn't notice that the uncle shows up, if she doesn't notice that she managed to manifest that, she'll still be able to manifest, because you all are manifesting your life every day you live. Every breath you take, every time you wake up, every decision you make, you are in the process of manifesting. And the more powerfully you pay attention to what is manifested, and then notice those things that you really had no way of knowing. Where did that come from? Well, it came from a couple of things. It came from a thought that you may have had 10 years ago, that we've been working on for 10 years, that you were finally ready for. And it may have been a thought that you had 2 days ago, that you have put powerful intention behind and then released so that we could do our job, and then it manifests. The thing that is so important we want you to get here is every time you begin to pay attention to that which you bring into physical reality by intending, releasing, allowing, and noticing. The more you notice, the more it happens. The more it happens, the more you notice. The more you notice, the more it happens. Because there's an energy that creates a rolling flow of possibility. That is why we want to work with you individually in these classes, in these videos that we're doing. We want to help up-level your capacity to do the ask. Most of you got the asking down pretty darn good. You're asking. Unfortunately, many times you're saying, where is it? Where is it? I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet. I want it. But some of you are moving into no, release. It's the universe's job. No, release. It's the universe's job. Some of you are even brilliantly forgetting you even asked, so we really can get to work on stuff. And then some of you are beginning to notice, oh, wow, I had no way of knowing that. And here it is. Very, very important process for you to begin to wake up to. Because the more awake you are, my darlings, the more powerfully you will be able to navigate this life and create the life you want to live. So that is from the Gregory.
I need one quick second, guys. Sharing this post out. We would certainly appreciate a thumbs up if you are liking this. We would certainly appreciate a share if you guys are also enjoying this. Okay, and getting back to our screen, they had one quick thing to add. Let me see if they still want to add it. No, we're very sufficient, though. Bobbie and Gregory said, guys, just keep believing that life can be good, that you and spirit are one and in harmony. And with that, we do want to deep dive with some people in the chat room. All right, let me scroll up a little bit to see some comments. We got Jessica. I was talking about Cinderella the other day, but the flip side, how the evil sisters, dun, 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 stripped her of her gown right before the ball.
Can we speak to that?
Yeah.
That, my darlings, is a metaphor for how you strip yourselves of the good coming to you by your belief that you can't have it. Cinderella had to move from that place of being stuck in the cinders and her belief that she couldn't have what was available to her. And when she truly embraced the concept of the fairy godmother, then the information could flow. So we will utilize the Cinderella story a bit more.
Yeah, guys, that's a good point too. With the whole statement of like, everything is always working out for me. Sometimes you may not know how. I've had experiences where I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, how can this possibly be good for me? But I keep my, you know the saying, guys, two ends of a stick. What you want, what you don't want. The solution, the problem. I kept keeping mine on like, all right, I don't see how yet. How is this working out for me? And then it typically comes to me. As I practice that in time, it comes to me much quicker. But notice how that was stripped from her, but something better came along. Let's see. Okay, Norma. Ha ha ha. No way. I was listening to something about Cinderella yesterday. Now I know why. I love it. I love it. Jessica's just commenting that she's liking it. Ivy's joining us. Hello, Ivy. We got a fellow Californian in the house. We got angel number alignment in here. We've got Norma saying, I just noticed that my comment about how much I needed this was on 11/11. I was seeing 11/11 frequently. I was having some serendipity and synchronicity. Okay, yeah, that's an awesome point. Yeah, that your spirit guides are speaking to you. Guys, angel number 11/11 is oftentimes like, how do I say it? Like the most frequent, the easiest to use, the first use. That's what I'm trying to say. The first used angel number they can communicate with you with, because most people have that association with angel number with that number. So that means your spirit guides are definitely trying to get your attention. So now that you do that, do a new ask. Okay, like spirits, universe, angels, I see that you are trying to communicate with me. do a new ask. So what is the message? What is it that you'd like me to hear? Then you'll get a new angel number, or you'll come into a YouTube live like this, making sense. So notice it as the sign that it is, and you can ask further questions to pull in more information.
The other thing we love about, we had Bobbie pick up one of these numbers books, the angel numbers. And even though we can get through to her most of the time, we wanted her to have the book so that we could utilize the numbers to bring messages through to her. And the advantage of having multiple ways for us to get through, noticing numbers, having spirit create you a parking space. Another one we really loved was Mary Morrissey. Every time she would see a door knob, she would say, I'm opening to a new possibility. So different ways that you can put in for us to get through to you, to wake you up to the fantasticness of the life you're living every day that you often don't pay attention to. We were walking on the river trail with Bobbie and Roger yesterday, and they've walked that trail so many hundreds of times. And with the new awareness, the colors are deeper. The air smelled better. The appreciation was more fantastic. And the ability to feel that spirit's always been there, but they were blindly walking on the trail, not awake. And anything you can do to trigger awakeness is what you want in this life, because that's the communication avenues we use with you.
I love that story, Bobbie. It always kind of surprises me too. And I'm like, I know I've seen this tree a million times before, but today it has that extra sparkle. All right, guys. Ask some questions in the chat room so that we can channel for you guys too. I love all your comments, but we're always here for an hour every Monday to also answer your questions and channel for you guys. So where are you at with connecting with your spirit guides? Did you get a message and you need clarity with it? Where are you at on your spiritual growth? Let us know, and we will deep dive with some of you on here. Gypsies. Whoa, this is my first time here, and I was needing that so much. Well, welcome, Gypsy. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure you're up to date on all of our trainings. Oh, Emily's joined. Hey, Emily. She's saying love this on both of you. We're getting some hearts. And Butterfly's commenting she was looking for Cinderella on YouTube yesterday. Okay, guys, I'm gonna skip some of the comments just to go straight to questions so that we can start channeling for some people. Ooh, someone saw angel number 555. Angel number 555 is a powerful angel number of change, rapid change. So you're likely going to go through some profound up-leveling. Norma, you're most welcome. Veronica, I'm speechless. So true. Oh, we're getting a lot of yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay, I think we got our first question. Here we go. I had negativity around me and a negative self-depreciation deep within, and allowed myself to be stripped. Ooh, sounds like this Cinderella story is hitting home with a lot of people. I saw everything happening and couldn't stop it or get ahead of it. Now I'm the Wicked Witch of the East. Oh boy. All right, Jessica, go ahead and type in the console. What is your question about that? Because what I'm hearing from that is that I had something unenjoyable happen to me. I didn't enjoy any bit of it. And now I feel like I'm stripped and taken away, and like my joy has been taken away from me. Now I feel like I'm the mean one stripping people. That's what I'm hearing from it. If that's correct, we can channel on that for you to get you back tapped into contentment, happiness, joy. If you had a different question than that, go ahead and re-comment and let us know.
Because always, my darlings, when you believe that what's happening to you is happening outside of you, and that they did it to you, and that you're at the effect of them, you're stuck. You're doomed. You have no power because you gave all your power away. When you realize, like Kelly was saying earlier, sometimes the lessons are not fun, but when you can embrace them and say, what is the rainbow in this cloud? What is the lesson for me? How can I navigate this? Then you re-empower yourself to make the choices you need to make to move forward with your life the way you want to move forward in integrity, joy, and bliss.
Okay, scroll down a little bit and saw her comment, and we'll come back up to other people's questions and comments. How to heal, and was it fixed reputation? I want my power back. How to heal my heart and reputation. Okay. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first. I answered that already. You go first.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Bobbie. Most of the time I listen to you, but sometimes I read the comments.
No problem.
Two things at the same time. All right, Jessica. Spirit, is there anything more you'd like to help with Jessica to help her reconnect back in to her sense of empowerment, her sense of joy, her sense of happiness, contentment, and the healing that she's asking for, as well as her reputation? So Jessica, we think you're going to like this answer. You get two ends of a stick, what you want, what you don't want. There's a little bit right now of emphasis of, oh my God, I was so mean. My reputation is so ruined. How will people ever forgive me? It takes years and years to rebuild trust. Or is it right here, right now, I'm a new vibrational being, and the new me, the new Jessica right here, right now, that is being vibrationally reset. You've just been poofed with our little spirit magic wand. I, Jessica, am a new being right here, right now. And the new me allows myself to feel better. The new me allows myself to have self-compassion on myself, for me to forgive myself, for me to essentially have the understanding of where I came from, why I did what I did, for me to allow myself to see why I acted the way I did. Because we think, Jessica, when you open up to that, instead of focusing on, I was so mean, I was so that, and instead focus on the, oh, wow, I was just trying to protect myself. If you can focus in the what you were trying to provide for yourself by the way you acted, that's when you'll kind of have that little breakthrough moment. Some of you call it a breakdown. Some of you call it a breakthrough moment of the, oh my God, what I really wanted was to feel safe. What I really wanted was to know that money was coming in. What I really wanted to know was that someone else could love me. Then you can cry and kind of release that hamster wheel thought for you to then, I am a new being right here, right now. Because the more, Jessica, that you focus on the solution, I'm a person who does X, Y, Z. I'm a person who loves freely. I'm a person who loves freely, but also knows when to say no. A big part of loving is saying yes and no. The more that I can comfortably say both and intertwine the two, the more that things will work out for me. And the more that you allow yourself to be a new vibrational being and just start showing up as the new person without any thoughts to the past, people will pick up on that new vibrational being. And we'll give you an example. Kelly was dating someone. They both had their vibrational charges, is what we'll use, at the time. Kelly decided, nope, you know what, right now, this isn't quite how I want to feel while I'm dating someone. She left to California for 2 months, they both had time to process and grow, spiritual, personal. She had time to get new vibrations in. And when she came back, she was giving zero thoughts to him. He happened to reach out and she went, oh my, I do feel some emotions left. She's like, well, I'm not going back to that. He came in with enough of a new energy and enough of saying the right things that she just viewed him as a new person. She didn't deep dive back and dig up old stuff from the past. She was just kind of, well, can I ask if this and this is okay with you? And he said yes. And she had a choice right there. Am I going to focus on our previous time together some of it didn't feel good? Or am I going to recognize that for him to have said A, B, and C, time will tell if it's talk or if it's, the talk and the action. But she felt his energy a little bit different. And she heard A, B, C. She's like, the old him would have never, ever have said those. And she went back in mind and went, wait, he and I talked about C. And this was his reaction back then. For him to even be able to say that is huge growth for him. She saw that growth and they met up and they had a good time. Time will tell if they decide they want to keep playing, interacting in each other's lives. But that's the example that you need to hear. The more that you come, it didn't take years. It didn't take this. It took a couple of text messages. They got on the phone twice, and then they met and had a pleasant time. The more that you focus on the new vibrational being that you are, the new that I'm awakening to feeling better each and every day. I'm awakening to allow more love into my life. I'm awakening to express love more freely to other people. I'm awakening for me to feel the vibration of love more powerfully each and every day. People will pick up on the energy and they will sense the new vibrational being that you are. Whew. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what to say about after that. Bobbie, any comments before we go on to the next person?
No, I think we covered both sides of that. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
All right. So it looks like we have, guys, sorry, there's a bit of comments. I apologize if I skip around a few of them. I see 22 all the time. Any messages for me? 22. Type in angel number 22 online. I think 22 is like you're on the right path. It's time to take action. But if you Google that one, I'll be able to tell you that. Okay, so we got one from Sierra. What should we be doing right now that can help channel? Let's do it a little more personal. What should I be doing right now that can help channel? So this is for Sierra.
Okay, so Sierra, the first thing we want you to do is to breathe. It sounds so simple, but it really is profound. We want you to breathe into the center of your being. We want you to feel the core of your energy. We want you to start with the heart energy powerfully. We want you to move to the gut energy powerfully. We want you to begin to notice the vortex of energy that happens as you begin to pay attention to the energy in your body, because we use that vortex of energy from the gut to the heart, to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. Those are powerful. Sometimes we use the core chakra lower, but most of the time it's those three when we're getting through to you. And if you will begin to focus and breathe into that energy, especially the heart chakra, we want you to open to belief that you can do this. There's a part that's happening that it's almost subconscious, but it's kind of conscious, where you're saying, oh, I can't do that. I'm not sure if I can do that. Well, I can't do it like Kelly and Bobbie do it. Well, I see lots of other people do it. And Sierra, that's just how they do it. We want you to focus on the center of your being so that you can begin to feel how you do it and create a vortex that we can work with, so that when you're walking along and you just all of a sudden, for some reason, you feel like you need to go into this shop. And in that shop, you find that outfit that you have been looking for forever, but you forgot you were looking for it. And there it is, and you never would have known. That's the way we can work with you. And that's channeling. It isn't just what you're watching Bobbie and Kelly do here. Channeling is anytime you have an ask and the universe gives you an answer. When you ask for a parking spot, you pay attention and the parking spot is right in front of the door. You just channeled. So those are some of our suggestions for you, my darling.
All right, so definitely let us know in the comments how that resonated with you. Let us take a quick commercial break to let you guys know that if you would like to deep dive with us and really accelerate your connection to source, whether that be you want to learn to channel and you want to connect and channel your own spirit guides more powerfully, or perhaps even stay in the synchronistic flow. Well, actually, our mastermind is more about helping you channel and develop your spiritual gifts. So let me stay on target here. If you guys are ready to accelerate that growth and connect powerfully to spirit in the modality that you're meant to serve, like really just awaken your gift, join us for our spiritual mastermind. We're going to be starting the next cohort June 1st. We meet. And so with that, we meet 3 times a month. The first Monday of the month, it's Bobbie and me. Okay, what time do we meet at? It's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? I'm looking it up, guys.
Yeah, talk about brain fog.
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the first Monday of every month, you get Bobbie and me together because we act as a catalyst for you guys so that you guys don't have to read the 30 books that we've read, the 30 years that Bobbie spent learning to channel, the 2 years where I meditated 4 years every day. We're collapsing that time for you in a 3-month mastermind. Of course, you could stay in for extended support if you want, but so that you can connect now. So that's the purpose of the first Monday, where we just activate your gift. The second Monday of every month at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you deep dive with Bobbie, and we keep the group small and intimate. Right now, we're expanding from 2 people to 6 people. So there's 4 spots left for 4 of you, and there's a pay in full plan and a payment plan. We want this accessible to everyone. The second week, you deep dive with Bobbie. And the third week, you deep dive with me. Bobbie's really good at, Bobbie's great at a lot of things, but Bobbie and Gregory are really good at helping clear up those limiting beliefs. And they're really good at like deep diving with blocks or anything like that to clear them out of the way. I tend to come in a little more law of attraction style. Here's your next step. Here's your next step. And we've just found that when we do it in that combo, both of us, her, me, our people get phenomenal results. So within 3 months, you're using your gift on a daily basis. You're using it how you wish, and you feel that connection to source. You feel that oneness with yourself, alive, enjoying life again. So if you guys are ready for that, when we leave the last Monday of every month, a time for implementation, because this is rapid, accelerated spiritual growth. So sometimes you need a little bit of space and time for the energy to fully integrate deep inside of your body. So does anyone have any questions on the spiritual mastermind for us in here? Because we would love to work with you guys up close and personal. It's a live video call so that it's not just you chatting, it's you're interacting directly with us. We'll channel for you, and you'll be going back and forth with spirit. Not this kind of off and on. So does anyone have any questions on that before? And we'll go to Monique's question after this. Does anyone have any questions on the spiritual mastermind?
And while you're getting questions, it's at noon Pacific time. So we got both ends of the continent handled. And we want to say that the week off is not really a week off, because the Gregory, us, like to give homework, because we see that when you implement the information that Bobbie and Kelly give you, you personally grow into the expansion you want to have. And the value of having, you can go out and read books and do all this on your own, but the value of having a class, besides the expertise and the years of experience these 2 ladies have, is accountability, my darlings. Accountability, where you're going to show up and it's like, oh, did I do that? Have I moved forward? And you're going to have support, because everyone in the class supports each other with, oh, I'm having that issue, or wow, that was really great, you did that, or wow, do you have some suggestions on how I can do it? It's Bobbie and Kelly giving information, but the other members of the class also share and support one another. And whenever there are more than one individual getting together and sharing information and energy, there's faster, more phenomenal growth.
Right, in a quick comment there, I put the link in the chat room again, guys. That brings up one other point. The homework, this is definitely a custom tailored to you individually program. It's not a cookie cutter course where we step 1, step 2, step 3, step 10, because maybe in your life experience, you've already done steps 4 through 9. We just need to do 1, 2, 3, and 10 with you. So it's not first meditate and activate your root chakra. Second, let's work on the sacral. Fourth, let's work on your heart. Fifth, let's work on your throat. Now we can activate your crown chakra. No, we activate all of you in alignment, full energetic alignment, full chakra balance the first week. And then we give you custom homework that's just for you. Sometimes there is a book that Spirit recommends. Sometimes it's a meditation that I've already recorded and they want me to share it with you. Sometimes it's utilizing also Bobbie's 30 years of psychotherapy. And it's some of those psychology practices. It's custom tailored to you specifically so that you get that accelerated growth. Okay, so let me go back to Monica's question. That was the last question I saw. And I do apologize if I'm missing anyone's questions. The chat box is like pretty small, so appreciate your patience, guys. Monica is, I'm on a mission to keep feeling good all this week. Nice. To bring through my manifestations for this week. Ooh, what are you manifesting? Share with us. I got my little law of attraction manifesting wands here. Any advice for letting me go of the desperate need to feel good? I feel like I'm doing the most. Ooh, that's a good question. I read it all. Do you want to go first, Bobbie, or?
We're stuck on desperate need to feel good. What we would suggest is an expansive desire to notice the good I'm feeling. When you move into words like desperate need to feel good, that's an upper limit that the words themselves are saying, I want to feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. It's bringing it down with that word. Pay attention to your words, my darlings. The words you speak create the life you live. If you are saying, I am so abundant and happy, that's expansive. If you are saying, I wish I had some money and some more stuff, that brings you down. Pay attention to the words because they tell you what's going on inside underneath your consciousness that needs to be cleared and cleansed so that you can be in that joyous place. And we invite you, happy has so many. What is happy? You want to be in joy, in bliss, in expansiveness, in higher vibration. Find words that allow expansion and aren't a thing. It's like when Bobbie was saying she wanted to do Gregory work. We told her we didn't want the word work. She is expanding the Gregory endeavors because work is effort. Endeavors is open. So yes, pay attention to the words is our suggestion for that. And Kelly, we're going to pass it on to you with that.
Okay, so Monique, let me connect real quick again. Monique. Yes. You got to change the words, definitely. But we want to highlight to you is that you know how this manifestation thing works. So we want to honor that part of you. We want to acknowledge that part of you and get, a little affirmation, a little validation. You know how it works. You're reaching for something big. You're reaching for something bigger than you've ever reached for before. So from that, you know how it works. You know that when you're feeling good, the good stuff rolls in. So it's oh, I must be happy in order for this to roll in. Oh, crap, I'm not as happy as I could be. Wait, could I be happy? Am I happy? Maybe I'm happy. I just don't reckon it. No, I'm not happy. I wouldn't be thinking about this if I was happy. That's the pinching yourself off. Instead, say, whew, I'm doing a big ask. We don't even like the word big, but I'm asking for something that I've never asked for before. And I do kind of doubt it because I'm doing something new. And just as a baby, when it takes its first step, it kind of stumbles a little and gets a little nervous. It stumbles a little bit and wondering, how do I make this happen? But it keeps going. And we want to give you an exercise right now, Monique. If you go ahead and clasp your hands together, notice which hand's on top. For Kelly, it's her left. You unclasp, you put the other one on top, so that's the right hand on top, and you just notice at first it feels a little awkward. It feels a little uncomfortable. But if you hold it and hold it there for about 2 minutes, you notice that it becomes your new norm. So as you notice, go ahead and keep your hands clasped, but as you go through this week, notice what's already good in your life. I have a desk that I like. My desk is really good. I do have running water. There's so much air for me to breathe. There's so much sunlight from the sun, and the sun does it naturally. I like the running water that I have. I like the what are things that you can like right now that feel good? Like, I like the pillow on my couch. I like the pillow on my bed. I like the rug in my living room. Like, just start listing things that you already like so that you get into, you unloosen that pinched offness. And then from there, be okay. The second step, which we covered first, be okay with, I might feel a little bit of doubt right now, and that's okay. My inner being knows how to give me the message that I need when I'm here. Full alignment, that's when a synchronistic flow, one good thing after the next. But when you're still in full self-acceptance of where you're at, you're still in alignment. You may not be in the synchronistic flow, but you're still in alignment. And your inner being knows that this is the part. And it will send you that message through the part that's open. And they're asking, making sense, Monique. Norma, sorry, my English, sometimes I don't trust mine. Oh, that's a question.
I wanted to add something for Monique too, from Bobbie. Be patient with yourself. It's easy for spirit to give all this information. And I feel that, I'm not sure it's just Gregory. I channel a continuum of individuals, and I feel Thor energy coming through today as powerfully as Gregory. And Thor is more direct and a bit more bossy. And I'm feeling that Thor energy telling you people what you should do, because Thor has Gregory invites, suggests, and offers. Thor says, get on it. So Thor says, I don't need to soften his message, but I'm going to. I want you to be patient with yourself while you're learning to be happy and be abundant and be more enlivened and enjoy in your life. I've been working on this for so many years of my life, and focusedly for the last, really thinking about being in bliss and joy and gratitude for the last 10 years consciously. And what I've noticed is lately, I've noticed that so often I'll look over at my husband and I'll say, God, our life is just so wonderful. We are so blessed. I am so happy. And I feel the happiness. And I remember that it wasn't always that way. When we started being conscious, my husband and I, we came from families that played a game called Ain't It Awful, where somebody would say, well, that's really bad. And somebody would say, well, you think that's bad? Well, this is bad. Well, you think that's bad. And they top each other with how terrible life could be. So what Roger and I did was change that to, isn't it wonderful? So when we would catch one or the other going down the negative trail, we go, whoa, for every negative we just said, we have to come up with 3 positives. And so we started changing the verbiage and changing the energy. And then we started catching each other and saying, wow, life is really wonderful, and growing the wonderful. Now, that's been a 20-year process, and I've really been focusing powerfully on the gratitudes for 10 years. So be patient with yourself. Some of what you're seeing here, Gregory coming through, some of what you're seeing here in the Bobbie and the Kelly is years of practice, focus, and intention. That's the value of the class they're offering, and that's the value of this information they're giving here, is for you to see what intention can bring to your life. Aunt Bobbie's information to be patient with yourself is so important, because yes, in spirit land, everything happens instantly. So sometimes we forget that we don't forget. We're just not as aware as you are of the time-space continuum that you're existing in. You think spirit knows everything. It's aware, but it's learning through you while you're learning through us.
So Monique is manifesting money and a hot date.
All right, baby, go for it.
You're speaking to my heart. You're speaking to my heart. I have a business mastermind too, Monique. If you're interested, send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com. That one's purely focused on business owners who are looking to rapidly increase the income in their business. It's not so much spiritual growth. Spiritual growth, join the one that we've linked to and is in the description, and you get both of us. If you want the business mastermind, just send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com. But we got some more time, so let's get some more channel-ins. We got Gypsy Panda, it was her first time here, so welcome. A couple of days ago, I was brainstorming for a new project. I felt like Spirit was speaking to me, oh, how wonderful, for the first time, telling me to be patient and trust. Am I finally connecting with Spirit? Can I go first, Bobbie, or do you?
Oh, my answer is yes. You go ahead.
Yeah, the answer is yes, in short, but I want to see if I can tap into your spirit guides. That's another thing that Bobbie and I do in our spiritual mastermind. We obviously channel source and our guides for you, but we could tap into your spirit guides to hear their message to you too. So I want to see if they have any details they want to add. So Gypsy, if you can, go ahead and allow your shoulders to relax. Exhale out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Oh, your guides are coming in right now. So the answer is yes. And they're, yes, yes, yes. She needs to believe. She needs to believe. She needs to believe that it's possible. We're not asking you, Gypsy, for that supreme, ultimate confidence of, we'll go with the word Thor. And we're kind of using, we like the name of Bobbie's guide, but also for that superhero Thor that walks around with utter confidence, even when his hammer's taken away and a dragon stepping on him, he's still like, I am Thor. We're not asking for that supreme confidence from you. We're just asking for I believe it's possible. Let's see how you do it. It's not, and we want everyone to hear this right now. And this is Gypsy's guides. It's not about supreme confidence. It's just about knowing that your life can change. You can open up to a new vibration. You can open up to new things coming to you. You do not have to know the how. Kelly never knew she was a channel until she went on that 2-year journey. Kelly's first tribe member, who is like Kelly's tribe, who's going to best learn from Kelly. Kelly's first advice to her was, she recognized what she was, but it caught her off guard. And she was, I'm not ready to teach someone. Join me. I go to Bobbie G does a radio show every week. Call in with me. Let's call in every week. And they did that for about a year. And Kelly would screen the calls for Bobbie, nudge, nudge. We're kind of hoping Kelly will start doing that again. But when Kelly would screen the phone calls, the friend would be there. She'd be like, oh, that's my friend. She would speak with a friend. And after listening to her, be like, oh my, Kelly didn't channel and give her the info, but it was, I think if you were to ask this question this way, you might get more info. That was the first bit of clarity that she added to her. But do you see how Kelly was still serving her life mission at that time, even though she only had 1 follower at the time, not the almost 6,000 she has right now. The 1 follower she had at the time, she was still serving her life mission and purpose by guiding her to Bobbie G. Did Kelly oftentimes have to help her interpret the message? And in time in that year, did Kelly, well, let me practice getting the answer for you. Okay, what did Bobbie say? What did my guide say? In time, that's what grew Kelly's gift to be able to channel for others. You were always serving your life mission. It's not knocking Kelly's work because her first one was, hey, call into Bobbie. Bobbie can help me more. It's not, that would be the same thing as discrediting this beautiful live right now because Kelly and Bobbie are still doing it together. Kelly went, hey, I love doing law of attraction, but a lot of my people are asking for spiritual growth. Bobbie, that's your jam. Like, do you want to do a mastermind together? Does that discredit it at all? So we want you to hear that, Gypsy, and notice that it is not about you being that ultimate supreme Thor confidence. I can do this 100% isolated island all on my own. Every collective consciousness, guys, we are all connected. You are all connected. And the more that you just say, one thing that we like how Kelly does is she's like, I may not know how. There's a little part of me that may not have 100% confidence that this can come to me, but I know how it works. So I'm open to see how you bring it to me. And then she'll just kick back on her couch. How's it? Am I going to have to go drive somewhere? Am I going to have to call someone? Are they going to come to my door with a manifestation? Let's see how it unfolds. Because the more that you, Gypsy, just believe a little bit, the more that you will open your connection to us even more, because yes, 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 it is us speaking to you. God, channeling is just like euphoria.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah. Thank you for your great questions. It's kind of interesting to like close my eyes.
Kelly, we want to jump in for a moment and enlighten you, my darling.
Oh.
That when you were suggesting the way people should ask questions, and when you were suggesting that they do ask questions, and when you chose to go on and screen the calls for Bobbie, my darling, you were a vehicle for us the whole time. You've been a vehicle ever since you were little. You know that. And we've used you with your permission frequently, many, many times. And we want to use what you just said as an example for people to understand that how you channel sometimes are not even aware that you do channel. Bobbie used to channel messages in meetings and look behind her to see who said it before she even believed in all this. So you have been a powerful channel. What happened when you connected with the Bobbie G and the information coming through us was you became awake to your channeling abilities more powerfully so that you could fine tune it and focus it to help people. It was the difference between the light coming from a light bulb and the laser that can cut through steel. You're becoming more laser powerful, my darling.
A little message for myself there. I love it. Thank you, Bobbie. Yes. All right, guys, we just have a couple minutes left. So do you guys have any questions on the spiritual mastermind coming up? I'll link to it for you guys again. I know that I would delight in channeling for you guys up close and personal in a much more intimate way, and in a way where you're going to be on a live video call with us so that you can speak directly with spirit and really get much, much more of an activation. Hey, Amy, thanks for joining in. We're about at the end. So do you guys have any questions about that? What you can expect from it? Any questions on it? I'll repeat it again. We meet 3 times a month, the first, second, and third Monday. You get both of us as your catalyst the first week. You get Bobbie in the second week. You get me in the third week. And it meets 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, you know, like Pamela, one of our students before, all she has to say about the program was, Henry's awesome. Appreciation and gratitude was washing over me this morning when I was connecting with him. It's amazing how much he's helping me step by step every day. I love him. Another student of ours, Concha. I met my spirit guide, Pip. She dances all around and helps with my yoga business. Forever grateful. And we have Danielle. I never thought I would be able to full on channel. I have begun doing reads for other people. And so with that, guys, the course is only, well, you guys can click the link for all the details of it. There's a pay in full option and there's a payment plan, but let us know, guys, if you guys have any questions to let us know if it's, so we can help you determine if it's right for you or not. Just go ahead and let us know. And we'll give it maybe a couple more seconds to see if anyone comes up with any questions. Bobbie, do you have any closing comments?
Just that we are so looking forward to doing this. And this is Bobbie coming through for a minute, because most of today has been Gregory and Thor. Yeah, I could see Thor in the background with his little kick butt. A kick in the butt is sometimes a step forward, says Thor. That it's just really been fun to watch the people grow in the classes we've done since we've been doing this spiritual growth, and watching people learn how to tap into spirit in new and different ways. So anybody who wants to play, it's fun for us and it'll be fun for you. It's just a joy to be of service and to watch people grow.
That's true. That was one unexpected beauty of the mastermind. There's not only the spiritual growth, people connecting their own guides, it's the accelerated personal growth they go on too. It was the first time I've ever said no to my husband. That was the first time I've ever expressed how I felt. That was something that I just didn't know that was going to be a benefit, or how do I say it, Bobbie? Like a benefit. I didn't realize that there would also be accelerated personal growth from it. So that's been a delight for me. Okay. So with that, guys, we hope to see you in there, but if not, we'll be here every Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this YouTube channel to help you guys connect with your guides and pull some people out of the audience to channel for you guys. Bobbie may not be here next Monday because of the holiday. I'll be here though. Love you guys.
Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.